All right, what's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode of the Legion of Comic Correction. We talk all things comic books, and it is a brand new year. It is the year 2022.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
2022.
2022. It's going to be
2020 also, or 2020?
No,
2020. There's too many twos in there.
Yeah, that's
in
too
our
many
year.
twos.
There's too many twos.
Too many twos.
Well, welcome back, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get all the latest notifications of all our newest episodes. Make sure
without even having to be reminded.
Because we wrote it down
I'm so
here.
proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Click all those links down there in the description. We've got all different kinds of cool places for you to go and check it out. All our socials down there as well as our Patreon.
That's right.
We can get extra content. Did you see that microphone?
Baby.
It's a new microphone. It's really big.
It's a really long mug.
It's a real nice new microphone.
Yeah.
Every
There,
podcast
Harry.
I've just had
Ours is on the
Harry
mail.
sounds real nice, people.
Well, ours is in the
Santa
mail.
liked him better than us.
No, Santa's just running late for us. Ours is in the mail.
Yeah, ours
and
is
it will
in the mail.
It's not my
good.
fault.
You know,
you
it's
guys
not the
are
mail. My
not as
army
good as me.
of Batman over here. They're ready
He's
to
creating
go.
a wall.
Christmas
Well,
came early for you. Well,
Adrian's
actually,
We
wall
talked
there.
all about Spider-Man so much.
So what you're saying?
I'm
You're
getting ready.
feeling
So
a
what
little
you're saying is you're overcompensating.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for when the
Okay.
Batman comes out.
well,
Where's the
listen. We've
You
got
better be.
March.
You better get yourself
Let's
together.
go.
We've got Patreon down in the description. Make
That's
sure you
right.
click that for extra content.
That's
Make
right.
sure you
Yep.
click on our legionofcc.com and check out our merch store. All different kinds of merch like this, merch like that, merch like that,
Merch.
all different kinds of merch. Go and buy it because it's cool.
It
is
real
cool.
cool.
It's real cool.
And they're comfy.
My gosh.
They
This
are.
shirt's
These
so
shirts
comfy.
are so comfortable. I love them.
Are
we
those
got
comfy?
shoes. We got shoes. Are they comfortable?
They're very comfortable.
They look
I
comfy.
like them a lot.
Muy bien.
Go buy
They are
our
yours.
shoes. We got shoes up there. Go
Not-
buy shoes.
Not Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, they're knockoff Chucks, but they're pretty cool.
Yep. You could. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Now we really got to clean this table.
That's right.
All right, well, we're not talking about Spider-Man
call
today. We're not talking about, he said not Chuck.
Not Chuck
No,
Taylors.
that's another word.
Not
I know.
Chuck.
I know. There's another word you can. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to just
Faux Chuck Taylors.
Trying to faux Chuck.
Yeah. Moving on.
Please.
Anyway.
We're not talking about Spider-Man. We're not even talking about Batman today. We're talking about Star Wars.
That's right. We
Star
are
Wars.
back to Star
Nothing but
Wars.
Star Wars.
We
I
got
was
Book
so
of Boba
excited.
Fett.
We
got
have been
Book of Boba
away
Fett.
from
Book of
Star Wars for a
Boba
while now.
We have.
And I'm so excited to be
So,
back.
do you guys have a title for this podcast?
Book of Legion of Comic Correction.
Two book,
No, I
two
start-
Boba of Fett.
Enough. Enough of you, sir.
That's not-
Enough of you. Enough.
Andy, do it.
No.
Because
Do
this
it,
is
Andy.
not
Do it.
about family. This is not about
It's not
family.
about family at all.
He's kind of
No, it
he's kinda
isn't.
running the,
No, it
the crime
isn't.
family.
He
He's
has
running the
no
crime
family. No,
It's
no.
all about
End
family.
It. It's
No,
not about
He's
family.
becoming he's the crime family.
The Book of Legion.
You know what's great
No,
is
we're not doing the Book of
10
Legion.
people that listen to us are like, thank God they're not going to talk about family now.
We're talking about family.
Talk about family.
We're not doing it. I'm putting
No,
my
we're
foot
not.
down.
No.
I'm putting my
We can't.
wonderfully shoed foot down.
We'll brainstorm and we'll have a title.
Maybe
up
by
there.
the end of the episode,
Maybe.
I'll have
Yeah,
something.
start
Yeah, or drop it in the comics.
Or drop
There
it
you
in
go.
the comments.
Drop it in the comics.
All right, let's talk about it. The first episode dropped right before New Year's, and
Yeah.
so I know we're a little late, but we were partying.
No, we weren't.
Because Legion has to party.
Well,
Oh, we
We
did
were
party.
partying.
What are you
True.
talking
We
about?
were all three at a similar party.
it's true.
In
Yeah,
fact, the same
buddy.
party. Because we're friends outside the podcast.
Believe it or not.
One of us died.
Every year I die.
Don't
Just 2 years in a row. Just 2 years in a row. Don't make a big
Two-
deal
Out of
it.
context,
out
this
of
sounds really
three.
bad.
I know.
2 out of 3 years.
2 out of 3 years you've
We
died.
do a party that has a murder mystery, and
Every
one of
year.
us is the victim, and I've been the victim twice now.
Yep. It's
great. It's really good at dying.
You have a really good first half, though. Your acting on that first half is
man.
phenomenal.
I'm trying.
Let me tell you what.
It was tough. I had to pull an audible this year because I got like a whole new character the second half with all these different.
Well, you did the same thing last year.
No, last
You were an
year-
investigator last year.
No, last year wasn't actually a character. You just said you're going to be an investigator, and I made everything up.
Oh,
myself.
yeah. You had the opportunity to make everything up.
This
but
year.
this
I had to go
yeah,
through
they had
what they had for me.
Yeah, so because of that, we didn't have as many people this year as last year in
Yeah.
actual roles.
This podcast is not about our murder mystery, though. It's about Book
So
of
we had the
Boba
opportunity
Fett.
to be able to flip some up.
All right, let's talk about Book of Boba Fett. All right, so Book of Boba Fett, first episode. It was fun. I liked it. What did you guys think?
I think it's a fine first
I
episode.
knew this was coming.
Here we
I
go.
think it's a
I
fine
literally
first
said
episode.
this like 2 days
Here we
ago.
go
I was like,
I think it's
it's
fine.
gonna be like Greg and I were like, yeah, it was really good. It looks like,
I just think it was fine. I'm not. Listen,
all right.
I'm not.
So, Harry.
Yeah, what's up, Greg?
Whoa, I got pumpkin spice coffee here, man.
I am not.
Spill over my pants.
I'm not. I don't feel like it's. I didn't think anything
No,
bad of it.
I
didn't think anything
I
bad
can
of it.
see where you're
wasn't-
coming
It
from.
wasn't
I
amazing.
just.
can see where you're coming
all I'm saying here is it
know
laid a
what,
really
though?
good foundation.
Yeah, it did. That's
didn't
the
blow you
whole
away.
point. That is the whole point of the first
Exactly,
episode.
Exactly. Well, there are some first episodes that really blow you away, and there's some that have to do some different things to lay a foundation.
This has been
Boba,
years
Exactly.
of not having anything.
exactly.
Years.
Boba has been
Like
so
40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boba's been so involved in so many different things, but in smaller pieces. And at this point, what
Was it
they had
86?
to do
I don't know. When did
was
Return of the Jedi come out? Good. Take a look on that.
take a look.
Yeah.
But they had to answer a bunch
I
of
wanna say 86.
questions
Yeah, it's something like that.
that
mid-80s.
people had, and I thought they did it in a really cool way.
Yeah, I like the
really
flashbacks.
liked the rejuvenation.
I like the
chamber.
rejuvenation
First
chamber.
off, number one,
Super sick.
number one.
Yeah.
They
Our
pumped these
man-
out. They pumped these out almost as quick as they do nowadays. It was
Yeah, was it like-
1983.
Ah, you know what?
Wow.
Wow.
Because it was 1977. Then was it 1980 and then 19?
Yeah, I think so. 80,
Hold on.
yeah.
But in
Three,
my
three,
point, number one, that rejuvenation chamber, my man
Super
is in shape for this.
Yo, and he's getting better
Yeah.
looking. He's not all like acidy anymore. Which is cool.
And
'Cause
so
the
I
healing-
watched it with my wife, and she was like, "Why is he look terrible in his
the flashbacks?
flashbacks?" And I'm
'Cause
like,
he was sitting in
"The
the
man was
Sarlacc
in
pit.
She doesn't know.
Yep,
She was
1980.
like,
Showed
"What
it.
happened?"
He was in the.
She was like, "Where is he?"
Yeah.
I liked
Well,
the
no, because here's the thing.
digested stormtrooper.
If
Yeah.
you're a person who's not fully into Star Wars, just hold on.
Yep.
If you're not a person who's not fully into Star Wars and you
Sure.
jump into
Yeah, Boba's
to Boba,
nothing. Boba's
why
nothing,
why is he
really.
all of a sudden in a Sarlacc pit? You don't know necessarily
Han
if you
Solo
haven't.
Are you
Lucky.
saying that
Exactly.
someone's going to be committed to Star Wars to watch a Book of Boba Fett and not know who he is?
Well, you need to understand. This
my
is
wife
his
is.
wife.
Yeah,
who is just
my
watching
wife,
it because she's
who's
supportive.
just now getting into it because of me?
I
And
thought
she's-
she,
yeah,
I thought
she's
she was
being
like nerdy
supportive.
when she was younger.
She was nerdy into
Not Star Wars.
not Star Wars. She was nerdy into Lord of the Rings.
Fun-
She could speak Elvish
Fun
fluently.
fact.
Thank you.
Fun fact. My wife didn't.
It's
see
great
any
because
Star
I know if I had
Wars.
the same exact conversation with Carly, she would not be as angry as you are right now.
Fun fact. My wife didn't see Star Wars until like 2008.
Wow.
Any
Wow.
of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is my wife will need to see Star Wars, so
Oh.
thanks.
Funner fact. My family was like, I don't think we can let you into our family until you see Star Wars. So
Yeah.
Fair point.
when we
Fair
started
point.
dating, they were like, you have
Anyway.
to watch Star Wars now.
Yeah. So, in all
Anywho's.
seriousness, that was. I just think they had to answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, and they did a good
had
job.
to lay a foundation.
Just a small amount.
And they did a good job of that, but it's just not the most exciting thing in the world.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Harry?
Oh no! If we were talking about the Sarlacc pit, I was just going to talk about something, but I don't know if that's what we're
Real
doing.
quick,
Go ahead.
before
It
you
was the
jump into
beginning of
that
the episode,
before
man.
before we jump into the
Sorry.
actual episode,
Yeah.
I think it's one thing I was just kind of like dwelling on is the fact that we've had a lot of Marvel stuff, right?
We
It's
have
a nice little cleaner.
Yeah, a lot more. Well,
cleanse the
Cleanser.
palate.
cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate.
Well, and that's the thing is that like we're
Unlike
so
this
used
pumpkin
to.
spice coffee.
Ugh. We're so used to.
My
we're-
gosh, we've been talking about this pumpkin spice coffee
That's
for
how
2
bad it is.
episodes. 2 episodes.
You
Move
give us high hopes of
on.
normal coffee, then
Move
we
on.
drink this. and
it's
we're-
better. It's better than some coffee.
That's true.
but it's not the best.
It's not great.
Anyway,
It's not the worst.
it's
Just okay.
we're so used to.
Next time I won't offer any coffee.
Well,
Well, we had to get it ourselves, so.
we'll just make our own.
Yeah, welcome to my home. You've been here, your family.
We're
Move
so
on.
used. Here we go. We're so used to.
Sweet Lord, I knew the
Family.
second I said the word, the second it came out
Don't
of my
ever
mouth.
say it.
I can't.
Oh, baby.
All right, go ahead.
We're so used to the fast punch in your face Marvel shows.
Sure.
I thought it
Pow.
was actually kind of nice to like have this more slow paced Western
Yeah.
kind of mob family.
I did get that feel.
walk.
Say modern
I
family.
really liked
I said mob family.
mob fan.
But-
I liked the Western feel
Star
to
Wars
it.
modern family.
So I loved.
Yeah, it was.
I
good.
loved the series Firefly, and
Yeah, so
I
good.
loved
It was
What?
Firefly?
Serenity.
No, Firefly is the series. Serenity is the movie.
The movie. I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I loved both
Firefly
of
is
them.
great. Have you not seen Firefly?
Have you not seen Firefly, or have you seen Firefly and you're just like,
No, he hasn't.
surprised
Which
by
one
the
is
first
it?
one?
Wait.
Firefly is the one with Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no, I
a
never.
mix
I thought that
of
was just a
Western-
movie.
No.
They
Serenity
made
is
a
the
movie.
movie.
The movie's good.
Yeah, it is.
I did
Series
not
is
know there
better.
was a series.
Thank God.
watch the
Thank
series.
God they made the movie.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
God
we got a
they made
little
the
bit
I
of
honestly
closure
didn't
to it,
Serenity was only made because Firefly was canceled at the end of season 1.
which made no sense because it's got like the huge fan base.
Huge fan
They're
base.
so-
The
it's so
fans
good.
went bananas.
It was
okay?
like
Yeah.
it was
Lost
like
their
Star
minds.
Wars as a TV show back
Right.
when there wasn't
Right.
a Star Wars
They
TV
they
show.
made comments on the Big Bang Theory about
Yeah.
joking that Serenity was going to get canceled, and Sheldon was like, "That'll never happen."
Firefly.
Wait, when did this?
Firefly. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
When
did this come out?
Firefly.
Firefly was what, early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
It was like the first time we saw a Han Solo kind of character as a lead in a Star Wars like show that
Is
wasn't
this on
Star
anything?
Wars. I don't
don't
think
know
so.
anymore.
Or is
Maybe-
it one of those shows where it's like don't even watch it because you don't want to get your hopes up?
Well,
no,
yes,
because
but Serenity kind of
closes it for you. Yeah.
Well, kind of. I mean, we still want it more.
Enough.
Not enough.
No.
I want more.
Hear me out. My
But it
point
did
with
give closure.
It
did
gives
give
you closure enough to be able to tell somebody
lie
to
at rest.
watch
To go
the
see it.
series.
Yeah. Go watch it.
Because
You should
Serenity
watch it.
gives you enough to close the
I'll
series.
look for it.
It's short.
If
it's
it was
real
just
short.
if it was just the series, I would tell you
I
not
knew-
to watch it.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
because
It's not
Serenity
a
is
big
there,
time
you
commitment.
can.
It's not
I
a
was
big
a little
time
confused. I
commitment.
thought it was
No.
something else at first, and then I remembered Nathan Fillion was in it.
Yeah.
And
It's not a big
I
time
know that
commitment,
there's such a
but it's good.
hatred for it being excuse me canceled.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I was
Yeah.
furious when I saw that it was
Oh,
only
yeah.
one season.
It's the worst.
But so my
Anyway.
point with it is you get that same sort of feel.
Yeah.
I really like
Agreed.
that.
With
And
Book of-
with
With
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've always loved
Yeah.
that sort. I love westerns. I love sci-fi.
Yes.
You put those two things together, I'm gonna love it
Beautiful.
even more.
Beautiful.
And Boba's always been that western
Right.
bounty hunter.
any
he's got
person
feelers.
with a role in Star Wars that uses a primary as a gun as a primary is going to have that
Right.
westernish
Right.
feel.
Well,
Han
and
Solo,
he legit
Boba,
had
Mando.
spurs. He
Yeah.
had spurs on his boots.
Right.
Like, he
Yes.
was
Yeah.
like,
Yes, that's what was the
he's the
iconic
cowboy.
look.
So
Greedo.
get into the episode. What did you?
You just throw Greedo in there for no reason.
No,
Yeah.
he's kind of cowboy-esque. His little like
Not at
the
all.
draw at the table with Han
I know,
Solo.
but it's just nothing to do
Yeah,
with
those
nothing.
guys.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Blah, 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 blah,
Solo.
Oh,
Sorry.
what were
Logan.
you? What did you about the Sarlacc
Just a
pit?
Sarlacc pick. The part that always confused me about Star Wars, which I'm a fanatic fan,
Yeah, yeah. You're
is
probably a
that-
bigger fan than we are.
is that they always incorporated that, like the helmets, the Mandalorian helmets, the Stormtrooper helmets, the Clone Trooper helmets, all of them
Yeah.
Yep.
had like breathing apparatuses in them. But they always showed them with all they had was a little Buzz Lightyear like arc flash like hood on, if anything, or just the mask, the helmet.
Right.
But like, there's no mouthpiece, there's nothing. But in this episode, you see him grab the air hose and shove it in his mask, and he's like, and he breathes again, and then that's enough air to go
To get
top
out.
side.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So it's
Yep.
like, I don't know, just it was nice to see something like someone's like, you know what, we should like bring this in.
yeah.
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 But also, because like they talk about in the Clone Wars, where I think it's with like Plo Koon, when I think it's Wolf and his guys, his squad.
Yes.
They're like on outside of a escape pod, floating through space, and they're like, "Why can't you breathe?"
No,
They do
that's
some-
a different situation. Plo Koon is outside of space and should be dead. That I remember
Yeah, but
that
he has a-
specific.
no,
he
but
has-
Plo Koon
he has
has
a breathing
thing.
apparatus.
I don't.
And his skin is not human skin. He can
Yeah.
take the vacuum. of
There's
space.
no way.
The fact though,
That episode ticked me off.
Clone
very
Troopers.
Much so.
I mean, we saw in like the second episode of Clone Wars. They're out there on like they're like sitting on an asteroid, like floating.
Well, the part of the
Clone Trooper armor is
yeah,
no. So I agree with you.
but I
Harry.
like the breathing.
it's a little.
apparatus.
It's just
I
like,
thought
what
that
is
was a
it?
Great
Is it?
touch.
is
So I
it-
thought it was a great touch.
So are they solidifying now that they have
Well,
breathing apparatuses? Because they
yeah.
can't go underwater because you see they have specific scuba stormtroopers.
Yep.
Scuba troopers.
Here's something that I can't remember where
Is there
I
a
read
depth? Is it like an
it.
ATM?
No. Well,
Maybe it's
I
a
can't-
certain amount of
I
time.
can't-
Atmospheres?
No, I
don't
don't think it's
That's
that
a good
either.
question.
I can't remember where I read it, but somebody was saying that the hose that he took from the Stormtrooper helmet, it wasn't like it wasn't an air thing. It's like a purifier. Like it removed it blew out the toxins that were getting into his mask from the digestive tract of the Sarlacc pit.
That could be
I feel
interesting
like
too.
I mean,
So it's like
I
a
would
cleanser.
enjoy that, and that's a
It's
perfectly
a
fine answer for me.
Explanation,
But I feel
there's
like
no
the
way you
people at
get
Star
there.
Wars, that's a little far fetched for them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's
again,
going
I
a little. I mean, if that's what it is, that's great.
don't
because
remember
they're
where I
really
read
putting
it.
in the work.
A lot
But
of questions
Yeah.
around that.
But that
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
make sense then that it wouldn't let them breathe underwater. It just like purifies the air. It's like a
yeah, because I mean,
filtration system.
take that mask
Yeah.
behind you,
Yes,
put it
sir.
on.
I
Yep.
can breathe underwater. Right
Yeah,
now.
and then if you look at all the
Easily.
books that like are the ones that are like canon,
Yeah.
that they have like the cut views of this inside of all the masks of
Yep.
different people,
Yep.
including Boba Fett.
Right.
Like there's
I
it
think it's
says
like
like pointing a little
a-
arrow, it says breathing apparatus, but it's not
Yep.
like
And I-
submersible breathing
well,
apparatus
that's
or whatever.
the thing. I wonder if they're saying that the breathing apparatus is more like an air purifier, so that they
guess.
could like shoot kind of like a tear gas thing and be able to breathe through it.
It's
you
just
know,
an
and not-
interesting
not
thing for
consistent
them
at
to
all.
do.
That's
No, but it was cool.
You're right about
It was
that.
cool. I
the
like
thing
seeing
that
No, I enjoyed
the
it.
thing that was really good to see. So we had previously theorized, how did Boba survive in
right.
the Sarlacc?
Well, they took it
pit?
right out of Legends.
Right.
Right. And so
For one,
the
for
belief-
once, they use
that's
Legends.
what I'm saying. That's
They
what I'm
took it right
saying
out
is thank God.
Yeah.
Because
So cool.
the what it was in Legends, correct me if I'm wrong though, but was because he was wearing the Beskar armor, that actually saved him.
Right.
Where the other armor, and we see it, yes, Stormtrooper armor, we believe, is not just paper mache, but is actually like incredibly
Right. It
strong.
can do
Cardboard.
something. Yeah, it can do. Well,
it could be cardboard, but we
Step
actually
up.
already
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
No matter how strong that armor was, what I thought was a really great touch was it was already decaying
Yeah,
on
so cool.
the Stormtrooper, which was perfect. And then we get to see his is not, and so he's covered in the acid. He's covered in the digestive juices,
right.
and he's able to survive because
He still
his is
gets
Beskar.
hurt though.
Yes,
He's still because
His will burn up.
well,
Oh,
because some of his
tore up. His skin
some of
is-
his
Yep.
suit doesn't cover everything.
No.
You're
So
right,
like
yeah.
the acid
His,
got
so
in
his
there.
in
covers like the
time-
least out of like pretty much
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh, you're
but
exactly
it
right.
may but if you notice though where it is it covers the most vital pieces of it.
Right,
You
yeah.
know,
It's
so
for blaster
seeped
shots.
in and,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah.
and we don't know how long he was in there because
No.
when he finally
Well,
broke
everyone
free,
was gone.
the wreckage wasn't even smoking anymore.
Yeah, it was-
like
Right.
it had
It
been
was covered in sand for the most part too.
Right, so he had been in there.
That
for
is
quite a little
interesting
bit.
too. I'm
Yeah,
wondering
it's super
how
cool.
long they
I
actually
don't
were
know.
playing that up because you're
I don't
right,
know.
Harry.
Yeah.
For it to
It was
all
at
be
least-
covered,
Well-
that has to be a good amount of time.
Yeah, at least a day or so because
say a
Tatooine, the
day, yeah.
sand can blows. and,
storms come out of
storms,
nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was right at a Legend. Right, he makes his way out of the Sarlacc pit, uses his
Tatooine,
weapon.
twin sons taken from Dune. Just
Gets
an
out.
FYI.
Well, no, there's no. I
Shut.
mean, yes.
Oh.
No, I'm okay with that. George Lucas
No,
said.
yeah,
George
I
Lucas
know.
said he pulled from Dune, and everybody pulled from Dune at that point. Dune was
Everybody
the
does.
quintessential.
And
sci-fi.
Dune probably pulled it from somewhere.
No, they didn't.
William Shakespeare.
Dune was the first.
Probably somewhere in there.
First.
I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, he obviously had
Can't be
inspiration.
the,
from
no one's ever the first.
Dune was.
Nothing is new under the sun.
under
there
the,
were
under
two
the twin
sons.
son.
Twin sons.
Under
You know who
Two
said that?
sons.
Solomon.
Yeah, it's true. Way
Grundy,
back in the
born
Bible.
on a Monday.
King
No,
Solomon.
back in the Bible.
Oh,
Solomon the
Biblia.
king.
oh,
Anyway.
that was
Um,
the first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, but he wasn't the first because he was saying nothing was new. Anyway,
Born on a Monday.
we go on a tangent.
Married on a Tuesday.
Just like Legends, he bursts out, right?
Yep.
He's unconscious from being in the Sarlacc pit for so long. Jawas come and they take his...
Patton Oswalt predicting the future.
Yep.
No,
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, he just read Legends.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Jawas come in
Jawas
Legends
beat
though.
the crap out of him.
Well,
Oh,
in
gosh.
Legends, they take him. They think he's a droid, and they take his whole body, and they take him onto their sandcrawler.
Sandcrawler,
Yeah.
And they take him. But in this, I like the fact they stripped him of his armor.
Well,
and then they left him unconscious.
So
So they're
they-
just scavengers. They don't care about slave trade or anything like that.
Right. Well, yeah. So in Legends, they thought he was a droid. That's why they
Right.
took him because they thought
I
he was
think what they're
worth something.
obviously not.
So a little
not
bit
I
different.
think obviously they need to answer the question of one, where did he get his Tusken Raider staff? That
Oh, it's obvious
he
now.
gets. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it
he's
is.
gonna
But
get
what
it.
I'm
Great.
saying is they needed to answer that question, so
Sure,
they didn't
yeah.
go with the Jawas taking him because
Right. The
one,
sand
he
people
needed
took
to
him.
get the staff.
Mm.
Two, he
Yeah,
needed
so
to be trained
great.
in using it.
Yep.
So now we're going to
he's
get the
becoming
answer
one
on
of them.
And
how he gets that sort of
I
training.
love that back.
I do
love
like
that
it.
backstory.
that
Yeah.
they're
And
really
the Tusken
playing
Raiders
into-
being used more than just
True.
like up on the sand.
Yo, how about that Tusken Raider leader with all the dreads and like
Oh,
super
Yeah,
cool.
they were really going into like
They're
the
so
different
cool.
demographics of
the
chieftains
levels.
and
Yeah.
Well, and
Yep.
they started that in the Mandalorian because you remember Din Djarin can speak their language, and
Yep.
he like
Yep.
they did a very like indigenous people kind of like
yeah.
they're the
a good feel.
rulers of the Sand people, you know.
What were you gonna say?
So
though?
cool,
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, well, I liked how they're playing into how Boba Fett is really just good with his toys, his blasters, his rockets, his things like
Yeah.
that. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, throughout the years, he never really got the hands-on training, like hand-to-hand combat, like his dad did, because, well, his dad died. Mace Windu has, he has Mace Windu to thank
They
for that.
flashed back to that.
I know, which
That
was funny.
So
I was like,
cool.
oh, wow. I was like,
that was
did.
so
That's a
cool.
bold move, but-
Episode
Yep.
2.
Yep.
So there's valid coming out of that. but-
Probably the coolest looking scene in that movie when all
One
the
of them, yeah.
wreckage and he's holding the helmet.
Oh, I
So
remember when I was a
cool.
kid when I saw that. I was like,
Oh, sick.
Yoda.
Oh no, I'm talking about like the
yeah, but that was a little too much
the
CGI. Even as a young
picturesque-
boy,
the
I knew that.
picturesque scene. Did you
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
entire Coliseum was practical? It was a miniature. Adam
Oh, right,
Adam
yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, Adam Savage.
I did
Oh,
not
he
know
did all
he
that
helped
stuff.
build it.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Those
actually really
the first two
impressive.
That
movies.
whole
Wow.
background
Not know that.
was a miniature that
Yeah.
they blue screened on.
Oh, good.
So
That
that's why it
actually
looks so
makes
cool.
it- yeah, that's the only scene that actually does.
Adam Savage did a ton of work
Yo,
between
he's
the two.
So
Wow.
he
Those
was
movies.
brought in episode 2.
Yeah.
And he was
Oh,
just
no, he
Randy
did work in
Savage's
episode
brother?
1.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh.
Did he? I can't remember. I just watched.
Adam, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Adam,
Dude, if
because
Adam
we watched
Savage,
it. Yo, if we had him on the show,
Oh, man, that'd
come on
be
the show,
dope.
Adam.
Come
we
on.
love you.
you could do a one-day build of anything.
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 We will
Anything.
fly you out here. We will pay for
Yeah,
your
I'll pay for
lodging.
stuff.
I will pay. You
I'll-
know, we'll all pitch in.
I've
man,
got
for
a
whatever.
room upstairs. He can just hang out.
for sure.
It's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I just enjoyed that they kind of showed that he's not like this super incredible, indestructible,
Yes.
best fighter in every single aspect.
But he's
you
a
know.
survivor.
But he's a survivor, right?
Yeah.
So he
I didn't like that as much.
Oh, I loved it though.
yeah. At first, I didn't like. I was like, "Come on, Boba knows how to." And I'm like, "Well, you know what?
But
Like
without his weapons.
without his weapons, he didn't. All he did was
him.
just sharpshooter,
I guess
bringing
that's
in the
true.
bounty man.
I guess
Yeah.
it's true. I think it's good to add
and he also
that
had a
backstory.
team a lot of the time.
I
Yeah.
guess it's
Boba was
playing
not
out
like
of-
he wasn't like Mando all by himself.
no,
he
no,
wasn't the
he
lone
always
gun.
had a team. If you
I'm
go back
just
to
saying,
Clone Wars.
we saw his skill in Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
We saw
Yeah.
his skill.
But he had weapons.
And I know, but hold on. I'm fine.
Weapons.
I know.
Lots of them.
I'm fine with him having the struggles that he had against the Tusken Raiders in
Yep.
the flashbacks. I struggled more with him not being able to overcome the assassins in a better way.
No,
That
no.
I was-
He
yeah.
struggled more with the assassins.
not
than
fully
he
healed.
should.
They
Not
said that.
healed. They had to carry him back and put him right in the rejuvenation thing. He's
Yeah.
still healing. Like
Still
he's
healing.
so hurt.
I guess.
The
I
Sarlacc
was
thing,
100% with you there, Logan, until they said he's not 100% healed.
Yeah,
Get
and they
him
had
back.
to carry him back, and
Yeah.
then Fennec went and free ran all across the
I'm
city and was
50-50
super.
on
The
that.
okay, on the Fennec note, I was
Yo.
just like, I was like, my girl was like pretty much. If you actually watched her, because the camera was mostly on Boba the whole time.
Yeah.
It was like it was.
Yo,
he was in the middle.
She was
she was in the
jumping
back.
off of him.
She was jumping up, but she was
Like,
also
she got
getting the
beat
crap
up.
beat out of
I
her.
know,
And
I
then
know.
immediately, right when they're all gone, she's just like, "All right, let me just go parkour real quick."
No,
it's-
She's like gainer,
It's Ming Na Wen.
backflip.
That
Ming Na Wen,
scene-
man. Ming Na Wen.
No. But what the you're
know.
missing
So
the
great.
point he's making.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
missing the point he's making
No, that
completely.
she's
I'm
so
just
beat
saying,
up, and then
she's
she
just
went.
getting the crap
they
beaten out of
shouldn't
her.
have back to back.
Yeah.
Those two should not have had the struggle that they had.
Well, those.
I just
Boba
don't
wasn't in
agree.
his first of all, Boba's not in his
I
prime.
hear you.
Right.
I
And
hear
Boba's
you.
not
And
100% healed.
Those
No, he's so number one.
once those electrical
He's looking like
shields-
he's in his prime. He stepped out of that freaking
Yo, he's a
chamber.
monster.
I
and
realize
he
that.
was jacked
Boom.
to heck.
Yeah.
He's
Once-
actually probably better in shape now than he ever was. Just the actor. I'm just going to name that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe he was pretty in shape in
He was
Clone
not in
Wars.
shape in Mandalorian.
No. I'm talking about he was in better
No,
shape.
that-
in,
that's
like,
true. I
Oh,
agree with
that's
that.
true. That's true.
But once those electrical shields were taken out of the picture, then that's tough, man. Having all those shields.
Do you want to
pushing
know
in?
something though? Funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Those giant warthogs.
I forget what they're called.
I cannot
Those
remember what
pig
they're called. The
creatures?
pig creatures
Uh,
that
the-
were his
Remember,
bodyguards.
man.
like Puglins or something like that. I forget.
First time
They're
ever
so great.
doing anything
Yo, they're
ever.
so cool.
Yeah.
And
I also
Carly,
like how they gave him the
Carly
littlest
sees and she
blades.
goes, no.
Yeah.
She goes, absolutely not. She goes, they have never done anything
No.
ever,
True.
and they're coming in to save the day.
Thank
she
goodness.
goes, no, never.
Third time's
I
a charm,
like-
right?
I like to see them getting some due. I thought they
Yeah.
were cool.
I think it was finally, we
battle
needed to
axes?
see
They're
a
like
reason as to
Legend
why.
of Zelda villains.
Why are these giant warthogs coveted as bodyguards?
This is why.
Now we
It's
finally
more of
got a
like the
picture.
lack of anything good. They were just kind of there.
Now
Well-
you look
They're
intimidating.
like, you know what?
Here's the
Maybe if we
deal.
put you in like a little bit of like a man underwear thing
Yep.
going on
Yeah,
with no shirt.
loincloth,
Yeah,
give him
you
a
look pretty
loincloth.
intimidating.
Yep.
You're
Well-
garbage, but you look intimidating.
But
Give him
here's
a
the
helmet
deal.
with the tusks on it.
I don't think any of them liked Jabba, so maybe they just didn't do anything. 'cause they
Well,
didn't
no,
like
no, no.
You
So-
ruled out of fear, not respect.
The
Right.
two of them. The two of
It's,
them.
it's a crime family.
It
It's
is.
family.
It is. But the two of those bodyguards, they said they didn't abandon their post
Right. They're loyal.
ever. They were loyal, which I also
They're
didn't
loyal
understand as
again.
to why they would even consider torturing them. Like Boba's approach was smart in
Yeah.
bringing them on. Why
Yeah.
would anybody have
I
thought
think Fennec
anything
just
else?
wanted to just beat someone.
Fennec's just
Fennec is
Fennec's
looking
angry.
Just
Fennec,
ruthless.
Fennec is itching to
And
kill
that-
some,
and that
somebody, which she
droid-
got. She
It's
kicked
true.
the one dude over the edge.
Yeah, I love
She's
that.
like, I only need one.
It's true.
and that droid is from Jabba.
That's
so
true.
like
Right.
he's
That's
going to
true.
go Jabba's
Used
way,
to-
which
used
is
to
just the
Jabba's
torture
perspective.
I found
Yeah.
it funny that he looked at Fennec as like alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
I need
yeah.
him. He doesn't even say like I need
Doesn't
him alive.
need
He just
any
says,
other
alive.
information.
No disintegration.
Yeah, which is showing like I would really have liked to. I want more of a backstory on the two of them.
We
because
probably will.
I hope so. I
mean,
hope so.
he healed her.
He
He put
Yeah, he
her
built
whole
a mechanical stomach.
body back together from getting wrecked by Mando and the
Yeah,
dollar store Han Solo.
yeah.
Right?
Dollar store Han Solo.
It was. He was like Han Solo from a boy
He's
band.
like a. Is he like a?
I think he's probably
like
somebody.
a B class actor, right?
I don't know.
He was in something else.
You know what? I forgot everything about that episode once I found out Jason Sudeikis was the stormtrooper that was punching Baby Yoda.
That's
I couldn't.
true.
I couldn't
Couldn't
think
take anything else.
I just was like, I want to see more
I mean,
Jason Sudeikis stormtrooper.
If they have to bring people into like you know, people like I don't know, like appease people and like bring them into like a Star Wars movie, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Just bring them in as a
Yeah.
stormtrooper. Someone
And
that has a
Jason-
helmet on it.
Well, Daniel Craig
Daniel
was a
Craig was
stormtrooper
right.
in
Stormtrooper.
episode
Harry
7.
Styles
Yep.
Yeah.
was in the ones that we don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
There's a bunch of
Daniel
other
Craig
people
was
that were-
also in that
yeah.
ones we
Yeah.
don't talk about. But Daniel
Wait,
Craig
Daniel-
is awesome.
I was gonna say Daniel Craig should
Quick,
have
quick
probably
point
beat the
on
crap
this
out of someone.
whole show though.
Yes.
What is Boba, by the way? Is he a hero or a villain?
Okay.
Well, if you watch Clone Wars, he's more of a hero than a villain.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Maybe if you did your homework, Logan.
I have done my homework. I've
you-
watched
Hey,
Clone
all
Wars.
of 'em?
Thank you. I've almost all of them.
Wait,
I'm
what?
almost done.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
I'm almost done. So,
Almost.
How close is almost?
like a season left.
Okay.
So you have
Well,
the
then you've
last
seen
season or the
most
last
of-
season before the last season?
The last season.
So season
Okay,
7.
so
Season 7
he's
is what
seen
I have
he's
left.
seen the majority
And we've
of Boba
talked
then.
about season 7 too, like a lot on the podcast here. We've talked about
Yeah.
season 7 quite a bit.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
So my point here,
Closing
I
remarks.
hear what you're saying.
Closing
but
remarks.
He's a villain, and we're cheering for a villain.
Well,
He's
I
an
don't
anti-hero.
think
He's
he's
an
an
anti-hero.
anti-hero.
If he's anything,
he's
he's
an
an
anti-hero.
anti-hero.
And he had a lot of time to think in that Sarlacc pit
He
He
has.
did. And in his...
Well, maybe
or
while
maybe
his
not.
brain was
Like-
being digested.
his brain. Maybe the digested brain has changed.
I think,
Respect,
in
not
all
fear.
honesty, I would say that if he's ever going to fall anywhere, given our backstory we have from him in Clone Wars, he's going to fall on the hero side because he's
I
always
disagree with that. He's
no.
at best an anti-hero.
Well, what do you
He's
say?
always
What do you say?
running a
What do you say,
crime
Mando?
empire.
No,
What
no,
do you
no.
say, Mando
What?
is?
Well, but he's doing it. What is his purpose? We were talking off this podcast.
to
Just the
still
three of us.
rule.
Well, maybe. So
He just said he's going to rule with respect. What are you talking
right,
about?
but is he? So in Clone Wars, he was always trying to. He protected slaves. He protected people who were downtrodden. Like that was his heart behind it. So maybe he's going to use his power to liberate and protect.
He is a crime lord
We're gonna find
taking money
We're
from
gonna find
people.
out.
You're going to look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
Actually, he didn't look at you. He actually
I'm
scooted
not-
away from you.
I'm not going to look at you and tell you you're wrong.
'Cause you
I'm
can't.
gonna
I'll look at you and tell you
'Cause
you're
you
wrong.
can't.
You're wrong.
I will
I'm
too.
not. At best, an
What
anti-hero,
is
and
he
you
using
know
the
I'm
money
right.
for?
Yeah, I said he's an anti-hero.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I'm saying
I say
by
if
the end
right,
of the series,
right now, if you had to brand him for anything, well, actually, right now, if you brand him as anything, it's just straight down the middle because he's just kind of.
Do you think then? Here's a good question.
So how's he gonna? What's he gonna end up like at the end of the
Seeing
season?
Fennec's approach already,
Yes.
do you think Fennec and him will split because he's not as dark as
Doesn't
she
rule with
is?
an iron fist.
I don't know. I think
I-
Fennec has a blood covenant with him at this point. Like,
Maybe, but do
a
you think
blood
at some
bond.
point
Yeah.
she is going to
Yeah, maybe.
like
Could I see that?
Yeah.
Yes, I could see that
change-
happening.
have a change
Could
of
I also
heart?
see it not happening?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
cool?
I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool to see.
So could happen, could not happen. I don't know.
So no answer.
Maybe
No
because it's the
answer.
first episode. Just
Right.
saying.
I think it would be cool to see a rift with them.
Yeah.
I think that would
How
that would
much
create some
of
cool
this-
drama.
Closing remark is
Closing remark.
a follow-up question. Follow-up question. How much of this season do you think is going to be flashback versus actually what's
I think
happening
3.
in-
How many? Wait, hold
Yeah,
on. How many
okay,
episodes
yeah,
are
I
there
don't
going
know.
to be?
I actually don't
Probably
know. I
8.
didn't- probably 8.
Let's just say 8. I'm going to say at
call it
least
8.
3
I
are
would
going to be
say 3.
solid
Flashbacks.
50-50, if not more, 60-40.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, first 3.
Yeah, I think
so,
first 3.
so three flashbacks, 5
'Cause-
solid story.
The reason I'm asking that is
If it
because
is.
I want to see more
If
of
it is
like
8, you can look it up.
I want to know
You've got
some
the
of these
power.
answers.
got the power.
He's got the power.
I want to know some
Oh,
of
the
these.
tables have turned.
Oh, how the turns
Oh.
have tabled. He's got the power.
Nobody knows the best
He's
bit.
got the power. That's really the only part that matters.
All right, so
true.
my point with that is I do want to have answers on like backstory stuff, but I don't
Yes.
actually think they need to do too much more.
No, I don't either.
To finish that out, I just hope that they don't like
Unless-
give up modern day stuff without answer
Modern
like,
Family
I'm
Star
sorry,
Wars?
they give up
This is
modern
like
day.
one.
They give up the modern day storyline too much.
Yes.
For flashbacks, I just I want them to move forward.
Unless,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree 100%. But there's inklings that
The
like
heck
that
was that? An upward blade?
2022.
2022, bringing in
Oh, baby.
some new hand motions.
I'm trying
There's
to
inklings.
reinvent
There's
myself.
7
Inklings.
episodes.
7 episodes. Oh my gosh.
So I would still.
Why
I'd
are
still
they
fall
doing
with
this?
3.
They started with like 10.
Did they?
With like a bunch of different stuff. I think
Gotta
Mandalorian
tell
had
you.
10.
Mandalorian
And then it went
more.
to 8. Then like
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff did 8. Solid 8. Fine.
Can
Well,
I-
you know what? Whatever.
Add to that, Harry.
Hawkeye
Seven's the
6.
perfect number.
Add to that frustration.
Hawkeye, we don't remember. We
Add
talked
to
about
that
All the
frustration.
Marvel shows were 6, except
Were
for WandaVision. Yeah,
WandaVision wasn't.
WandaVision, I think, was 7, but they were all.
I honestly believe
6. We talked about that.
Check how long. Check how many episodes.
Check how many episodes Mando was.
Check it out.
Check
'Cause
Mando.
we did
But
check the other Marvel shows.
to,
Anyway,
to point with
let me-
that.
wait, let me
no,
finish.
add to that frustration. Add to that
WandaVision's
frustration.
9. What else you want?
No,
Well,
I want
all
Mando.
the other ones.
Mando
all the
is
other
what we want.
the Falcon Winter Soldier and Loki were all 6.
Episodes
Mandalorian 7.
Okay, so that's the same. They're both
for
7.
both seasons.
Well, I don't know, but Boba's 7.
So, but my
Second season of Mandalorian 8.
Okay, so 7, 8, 7. That's fine.
So my point
Go
with
ahead.
this though is the episodes then are 38 minutes, but that was 8 minutes of credits at the end.
Was this one? I don't
Frickin'
remember how many this one
ridiculous.
was. I don't remember how long.
Falcon
this one
Winter
was.
Soldier 6.
See, I told you.
Ridiculous,
We
Harry.
looked those ones up. Loki is also 6.
8 minutes of credits.
Let me go back to your flashback thing.
Yeah,
Because we're talking about
Yeah,
the
go
episode. Unless there's been inklings. There's been inklings about.
I missed this whole thing. What is going on over here?
Well,
Don't
I'm
get
over here
involved.
just.
Don't get involved.
just
I'm
do
in.
it. Just do
Don't
this.
get involved.
Just go.
Don't
like
get
this.
involved.
Go ahead.
Don't.
Perfect.
Yep. All right.
So
Nailed it.
there's been inklings about the Tuscan chief being a greater part of the story, like
Okay.
coming back
Somehow.
into the current day stuff.
Okay.
There's been
That'd be
there's-
good.
Because
there's
he's
been-
part of the.
Well, there's been talks that he's not. So there is, and I'm not family.
No. Move on.
Family.
New.
I don't know.
Something new.
I don't know if you know this. Like I don't know anything.
You don't
about
need anything new when you've got family.
I can't.
It's all about family. Wait, don't leave, Logan. Come back.
Logan, come back.
Please come back.
You okay, baby?
No, don't
Hold
turn off
me.
Baby Yoda. Harry, here, let me have
You
this.
want buttons?
I know he hasn't.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't know because I don't. Just breaking stuff over here. Can't take
going
him
great.
anywhere.
Keep going. I'm fine.
I know he doesn't know because I don't know, and our knowledge of Star Wars lore is pretty similar.
Okay.
You might know this though.
Maybe.
I was reading and I didn't
getting
read
called
all
out.
the way because I didn't have time. But there is a human who was raised by Tusken Raiders who is part of the dark side, and there's
Ooh.
been inklings that that the Tusken chief that ends up helping or being a part of Boba's flashbacks is that human who has dark side stuff.
Are they a Sith?
I don't know. I didn't read enough. I started reading and it was really interesting, and then I got distracted by something in my life. I
It's
don't know.
not
what it was.
I'm looking it up.
Are you
not
looking it up?
Craven. What's the other?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
No,
so
I honestly offhand I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, it was something really obscure.
See, that's
so,
the thing. That's the thing with
there's so
Legends.
much
There
in
is
Legends. There's
endless
so
amounts
much.
of information in
But,
Legends.
but so if that
Yeah.
Tusken chief ends up being that character, then he could come back, and then I
yeah,
wouldn't
that'd
mind
be.
if
I mean,
the
that'd be very
flashbacks-
interesting if they brought that in.
They're
I'd be all right with
bringing
that.
so Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are bringing so much of
yeah.
Legends into this because they know it's
I have
good.
no problem. I'll. There has not been 1 second of doubt when
Right.
they have been
Did you find
manning
anything?
the helm.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, what's his
yeah.
name?
What's his name or her name? Their
I
name.
don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if this is entirely it, but the closest thing that I got to it, based on what you put, is Darth Kriyt.
Yes, that's
Oh,
it.
Kriyt.
That's
okay.
the name.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so it is a Sith.
forced. He's a force sensitive human
Yeah.
male.
Right.
He served both a Jedi Master and as a Dark Lord.
But
of
he
the
was,
Sith.
but
they-
he was trained by Tuskens, right?
Yes, and
that
this
was
is
way
after,
before this.
And this is no. This is saying after he was he followed the Sith following the fall of Darth Sidious. So
Yeah.
this
Which
is,
one?
No.
No. This is
Legends,
this is
so
Legends.
it has
This
to
is
be
Legends, so it's
when
only,
Luke and Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
Yeah, so he makes
Well,
his
but there was
way-
Legends
So
where
it
he
makes-
wasn't dead.
He makes his way
Right,
back
but
to
it's the right
Tatooine.
time. It's the right time period. He goes to Tatooine and
Oh, I
he's
see
with the
what you're saying.
Tuskens.
Okay.
Oh wait!
yeah.
This is actually too tight. This is too tight.
Too
Listen.
tight.
Too
Listen,
tight.
He makes his way back to the homeworld of Tatooine, where he has vowed to wage a war, confronting Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi when he has exiled
Bring it in.
himself
The Obi-Wan
from Tatooine.
series.
Mhm.
Ewan McGregor.
And later discovered that
Tuskens
the
Raiders.
Anakin had become a
I
Darth
sense
Darth Sith.
inklings.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm
Yeah.
all right with it.
Come on, Filoni.
I like it.
Come on, Favreau, and whoever else is involved in this series. I don't remember who it is.
Yeah. So
There's
I
people.
could 100% see that they bring this
So
guy
let's
in.
do it, man. Let's do
Kriyt
it. That'd be cool.
He comes in and is also then connected into Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So, because the one Tusken that's got like all the dreads that,
Yeah.
It
beat,
can't
that
just
beats
be
up
Darth.
Boba.
It can't
he
just
looks,
be Vader.
He's not the chief because there's the chief that hands him the water at the end of the episode. It's
Yeah.
not the dude with the dreads.
no.
And the dude with the dreads doesn't quite look Tusken. He looks a little different. He's a little different than all the other
He's
Tuskens.
bigger.
And he's got all the dreads, and he wears his outfit is mostly black,
Yeah.
which leads to the whole Sith thing.
Maybe.
Leads to the
Maybe.
whole dark side thing.
I could believe
be
that.
cool.
I think it'd be more.
Honestly, I don't care. I don't have a lot
we
of
don't have
background.
much
I don't
else to work
well,
off of.
And I don't have any background in that legend. Like
That
I
was a
just
good,
don't.
That was a good pull, man. Though.
Well,
that was a
I-
good pull.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
there's
good.
definitely a connection there
It's not.
somewhere.
It's not me. I read it somewhere, and so whoever I read it from, you are the best.
Well done.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're
well
the
done.
best.
Around.
No one's ever gonna bring me down. You're the best.
Around.
That think
Well done,
he's in.
Inklings. Well done, Inklings.
We'll be talking about Boba Fett 2 soon, the second episode. Make sure you like and subscribe, and come back to. I'm trying to get some kind of semblance of organization here.
Kill.
The Inklings of Boba Fett.
The Inklings of Boba Fett.
Is that the name? Is that the
That's
name of the podcast?
That's the name of the podcast.
That's the name of the podcast.
The Inklings of Boba Fett.
The Inklings of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
I was saying Inklings of Boba Fett like Gandalf. Inklings of Boba Fett.
The Inklings of Boba Fett.
All right, we need to end this episode. We will see you guys next time on the Inklings of Boba Fett.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Legion of Comic Correction. Don't forget to check out our other episodes streaming everywhere you listen to podcasts. We're also on the major social platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Legion of Comic Correction.
That's right. And make sure to check out our Patreon for exclusive supporter specials at patreon.com/Legion of CC. New episodes come out every week. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, same Legion.